If you want respect, you gotta earn it. You damn right.
What's poppin'? Your boy Torae is here. You know what I mean?
What up? Bonsu, you already know what it is.
Hard to earn. We back with a different type of tempo. You know what I mean? Different type of flow, B.
First of all, you're here.
For sure. I'm here. You here. We here.
Right? Man, folks are used to us being on the gram, live, we do separate states, all of that, but we leveling up hard to earn this year, brother.
For sure. So thank y'all for joining us on this edition of Hard to Earn, and whether you listening to it at your leisure, right. You know what I mean? We're gonna continue to give it to you in this way with this dynamic. Absolutely. Of course, always bring you your favorite records, your favorite music, your favorite albums, classic joints, new joints, but in this setting, you know what I mean? Because we don't want to be beholden to just doing IG Live.
Look, man, it's about taking back our reclaiming.
We gotta reclaim our time.
Our time, man. Our art, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Gotta give it to the people, man, the best way possible, as you can see, You know
what I mean?
So, yeah, we here.
So, one of our biggest episodes of the last year.
And most fun.
Yeah. Most talked about, most engaging, most interactive. Yep. Was Jazmine Sullivan's HEAUX Tales album. You know what I'm saying? And one of the best albums of last year.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Tons of nominations, tons of wins already. I think she's up for 3 Grammys off the album. I think she already got the Soul Train Award. She got the NAACP Award already. So big shout out to Jazmine Sullivan. Glad to have her back in this space.
And looks phenomenal.
Incredible. This album makes her even more desirable.
Exactly.
Like, she talking so crazy.
She's so confident.
Yo, she talking so
She's
crazy.
So confident in her new skin.
I want to smash? Respectfully. But disrespectfully. Nah, so,
disrespectfully.
Yeah, disrespectfully. but with all due respect.
With all due respect.
Yeah, man. So she decided to give us even more tales.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Add a couple joints on
to
the project. And one of the projects that I didn't feel could get any better.
Yeah.
She added some shit.
She added on.
She added some additives.
Even brought some skits, man. We got a male perspective. We got little celebrity.
Who is that?
The Breaux?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
The voice sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar.
Sounds familiar.
It sounds like a lot of dudes that do, actually. That's the funny part.
Yeah. Well, this whole second new addition to the album sounds like mad people I know. Myself included.
I know a bunch of people in the first album. Yeah.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I think she gave us, you can tell, these were clearly they were definitely the leftovers, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are all good songs. I don't really have any criticism with this album, with the deluxe version. But you can tell they're just slightly, a little under the original songs, you know what I mean? And you could tell she probably polished some of them up. But I just love the topics, man. I love her courageous pen.
Yeah.
She's touching on subject matter.
Courageous pen.
Yeah, she's touching on topics that are kind of evergreen, you know what I'm saying, to the Venus and Mars, trajectory, but also, stuff that hasn't been touched on in R&B, black music, any music really, you know what I'm saying? And stuff that's kind of taboo,
Yeah, for sure.
She's not scared to go there.
As I listen to it, I guess I'm not surprised that women have this perspective.
No.
But I'm surprised that women have this perspective, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
Because it's so...
We know.
But we
don't really want it.
But when you hear it, it makes it different. It makes it all the more real. I'm like, you thinking like a nigga. You thinking like me, nigga. Like
Rasta.
Right.
What did homeboy say on the skit, right? He's
Rasta
like,
is crazy.
He said, yo, she pulled on me. I was like...
You know how many times It's so relatable. It's so relatable. So let's jump into it, man. Let's jump into it. I'll say this off the rip. Jazmine, I don't feel like with her technical skill set, from her vocal tone to the way that she writes to the way that she delivers records, she can't make a bad song.
Right.
She can't make a bad song.
Right.
She can make a song that you don't love. She can make a song, but it's not.
Maybe it's not better than your favorite Jazmine record.
But it's not going to be a bad song.
She doesn't make bad.
Yeah, she does not make a bad song. So let's you want to start with the Issa skit? You want to get right to the tragic?
It's kind of funny because I think Issa's skit was perfect going into tragedy.
Yeah.
And again, talking about reclaiming, right?
Right.
So
that is not what Maxine Waters intended. When she gave us those bars, that is not what she intended for it to end.
But that's what the future generation does. They take from the past and evolve it. You know what I'm saying? You got to expand the definition.
Evolution.
Yo, bro. You got to look. Who was wrong in that scenario on Issa's Tale?
Who was wrong? He was wrong.
He was wrong?
He was wrong.
Did he do that on purpose? Because that's the way she painted it.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like it was done intentionally, but how can it not be intentional? Like if you know that you gotta go, you in a relationship with this young lady, you know you got duty calls, you gotta leave. Y'all have already discussed it. Y'all gonna have y'all last hurrah. Right. Me personally, speaking for myself, this is me, P. I would want it to be a special night.
Same.
I don't want to ever go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go out on top. And literally and figuratively.
Right, absolutely. But this is what I love about storytelling, right? Because we got a snapshot of that scenario. And we only got Issa's perspective.
Of course.
So we don't
we already know how she paint pictures.
No, but we also know how women are too, right? She could have had a whole sexy night in her head. Did she communicate all that? Were they on the same page? She never said that.
Right.
What was the conversation like? What was he going through? He about to go across seas. For his mind got all types of shit. He's not really thinking about the
Is there ever an excuse for 3 pumps and I'm out though?
Never.
Yeah, come on, doggy.
But I mean, but like, we don't know what he was slinging before. Like, was he doing marathons before? Or was that like, was that just shorter than his normal 10 minutes? We don't know. My point is, that's the beauty of these snapshot stories, these scenarios, because we don't know the context of it all. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked to him, he'd be like, I was always 9 and 10 minutes. Like I was just 6 minutes shorter this time because I was tired. You know what I'm saying? We drank all night. You know what I'm saying? We was out. We did the whole wine and nine thing all night. I was super tired. Had to get up. There's
always 3 sides of the story.
Yeah, exactly.
Hers, his, and then obviously the truth. But she ends it very much in Issa Rae fashion.
Absolutely, because she was already cheating on the dude. So maybe he knew that.
He saying shit.
Maybe he ain't knew that.
That's why I'm Team Lawrence still. I'm still Team Lawrence.
I fucks with Lawrence. I'm over fucks with Lawrence.
All right, so then that goes into tragic.
Tragic.
That goes into tragic.
Right.
Interesting. Again, man, just like the perspective of the woman. I think I said this when we initially reviewed the project, to get a glimpse behind that curtain, to get a glimpse into their salon talk or whatever's in their group text.
I love it, right? Because this is James Brown, right? Man's World, right? And yes, women have been silenced way longer than
far too long,
right? And it's good to hear this because yes, they have salon talk as well, like we have barbershop talk. And you know how we are. Dudes stay. Everybody's super dick.
I'm like,
everybody. I was like, everybody's slamming. Everybody's no complaints. Everybody's just super dick. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? So like to hear a woman be like, nah, like you
like who told you that?
Right. So these
who told you that is crazy?
Who told you that is crazy? Who lied to you, bro? Right. Son, that is so wild. Like I don't know if this person or those people, like that's crazy, right? So it's like, are you just lying for the sake of lying? Because you have to like prove that you either got it or you don't at some point.
Or worse.
Or you go ahead, or
you think you nice and you trash.
That is so,
bruh.
That's a nightmare.
Yo,
you think you?
I stayed up plenty of nights.
You think you dug in?
Yo,
you think you dug in?
Yo, yeah, like. So, I mean, we grown, right? We gonna have some real talk. This is what we do here on Hard to Earn.
Grown man talk.
I've had enough reactionary conversation throughout to be very confident in my sexual abilities and escapades, right?
Got it.
I have a couple offshooting nights, absolutely.
That's the game. That's the game.
But you know what I mean? I might be shooting 97% for the field.
The numbers on the board though.
Yeah,
it's about your average.
My stats is my stats, right?
Well, it's about your average and it's about your Yelp score. Nobody keeps going back to the restaurant with the C.
The Yelp score is very important.
You gotta have replay.
Very, very, very much so.
There's no replay value then.
But early on, and this is because by nature I'm a giver, right? By nature I'm a giver. Right. So early on, that was something that
can't be a good lover if you're not a giver.
This is a big fact. You can't be a good person if you're not a giver. How about that? How about that?
That's why it's my brother, man. That's why it's my brother.
I would think about my overall stats, right? I would think about it. I would think about the Yelp. This is pre-Yelp. This even predates Yelp, right?
It's the rookie.
I would always say the first time, because to have really incredible sex, I think you do need to know that person. You do need to have some type of rapport. You got to know their body,
chemistry,
shit like that.
Absolutely.
But I would always say my first night out, I gotta do enough to make you come back.
35.
I gotta do, because by the time I'm giving away all my shit right. By the time we get to the third smash,
yeah,
I'm him. You know what I'm saying? But the first one, when the girls say, hey, how was it? Bitch. You got to start with bitch. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And so that was always my shit. It was like, yo, the first one, I need to do enough to make you come back. Right. Second time, I'm a little more familiarized with what you like, what you don't like. And by the third time, now it's going to get better, but by the third time, you know it's worth, like, yeah, nah, this, he, him.
Absolutely.
He, him.
If you have a session and you don't hear anything about it afterwards.
Yo, it's crickets?
Bruh.
Nasty work.
Ugh.
Nasty. And now, in the social media era, there's so many other, like, they could sub you. Imagine you going through, imagine you smash shorty, you going through the story and you see something crazy.
No, she said homeboy made the group chat. Bruh.
All bad.
The group chat?
All
There's
bad.
several women.
You.
There's several women who know that.
And they killing you. You remember the scene in Boomerang when Marcus came in the office after he smashed?
The girls were turning around their desk. Like,
it's wild. It gets wild.
Dude was swinging his braids.
Boy, it was all bad.
All bad.
Boy, it was all bad. But when it was all good, it was all good.
Man, listen.
You know what I'm saying? He had Lady Eloise and Strong J on it.
Oof.
You know what I mean?
I don't think he wanted to remember Strong J.
I
mean, Lady Eloise, he didn't want to remember that. But the damn, I couldn't eat asparagus for a minute after that.
Stupid. So, B, let's get into some of these actual bars from the song. Like, because again, right, we talk about Jazmine's voice and delivery, right? But her pen is rather remarkable.
And hilarious.
Yo, disrespectful.
And hilarious.
Wow, disrespeasy. Why do you be looking for me to do all the work? I'm so tired of coming through. You never put me first. It was something about, she said something about you drowning because you got no stroke. Ooh, yo,
buddy.
That hurts.
Buddy.
Why would you say that?
How do you correct that?
I don't know.
How do you correct that?
I don't know.
What is he supposed to do?
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, she went for it. You
gotta put your bib on, young man.
right. That part.
You
gotta go Bob and Fowles.
Right, by any means necessary. You can't have her leaving.
Fam, I could have stayed home. Is wild disrespectful.
I could have stayed home.
No, you could, though.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Did it myself?
Yeah.
Bro. If you're not better than masturbation, just quit the game.
Yeah. I mean, tragic, right? The title says it all.
It is tragic.
It's tragic. The beat, I thought the beat was fire.
I like the beat.
I like the
track a lot. Again, topic wise, hilarious. It's not one of my favorite. I have a lot of favorite Jazmine records, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, even compared to those, it still feels a little like the B side. That's what this album kind of feels like, the B side of it. So it sounds like one of those records they were like on the fence with, like could have made it, but it wasn't as fire as like joints from the first record, from the first version. So, and I gave this one an 8.
Okay.
I love the topic. It's new ground. But as much as I enjoyed what she was saying, how she was saying it wasn't as appealing as I normally enjoy from Jazmine.
I feel the same way. I thought the beat was fire. I like what she was saying. I don't necessarily love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a solid joint.
Yeah, I love what she was saying. I don't love how she was saying it.
Yeah, the overall song.
I mean, again, not bad. Just like we know what top Jazmine is.
Right.
So I mean, I give it an 8 overall.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. I give it an 8. Hurt Me So Good.
Oof.
Hurt Me So Good.
She got personal, man.
Yeah, for sure. You said woo though. Why? What made you?
Because
what gave you that
again,
feeling?
She leads into Hurt Me So Good with her tale, right? And about how talks about she just wanted love, right? She wanted love. She was a big girl, dark skin. I'm sure that plays a part. You know what I mean? And that's what she talks about, just like how important it was for her to be claimed by a guy. And, we see that, right? How many women do we know, will sacrifice their best interest sometimes just to have a boo, just to be able to say, I got somebody, right? Just to be able to go outside and be, to go on a date, what I'm saying? Or just have like consistent, a warm body next to you, know what I'm saying? Like,
to love, the need to feel.
Or the perception.
Right.
That's what it is. It's a drug. Like, because when you go for like that there's no such thing as true love that's microwaved. You know what I mean? Like, it either is slow cooked or you got fast food and it's going to fizzle out quickly. You know what I'm saying? So that's, again, like her insecurities, coming up and then talking about how she had to kind of get into her own, I thought was really was a really good transition into this next song. You know,
absolutely, and it's a fire joint. I said, I got in my notes,
fire joint.
I said is gospel vocally, because it gives me.
I got the same joint, bruh.
Yeah. If it give you that. It give you that, although the content is not holier than thou. No. It gives you that feel. You know what I'm saying? Like that same feeling when you hear it at church. The delivery of the vocal, the way she's singing it, and also the way it makes you feel, like those chills that you get from it. So I had that in my notes, and I definitely that's how I feel. But that, right? That hurt me so good. Like, I know you bad for me, but I can't leave you. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to feel this feeling, but I also know what's attached to it, and it's not the best.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
She's attached to toxic love.
Right.
And we've either been there, seen it around us too many times. Some of our parents have had that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is a topic that's evergreen. This has been going on since the
beginning of time.
Beginning of time, but like, especially colored folks, we don't always address it because we're so injured in this country. Even our love sometimes gets tainted.
Right.
And she's touching on that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But in a beautifully powerful way. Like she has that R&B bop, but like but the feel is still church, bluesy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That just black soul music.
Yeah, for sure. You feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel it.
And the pen is fire on this too. Like the pockets,
she go crazy.
Pockets of flow is crazy. Like she goes in, man. In the substance as well, man. Again, she's barred up. She's barred up. She's like, you could change if you really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? You won't. Right. He's being lazy with emotionally.
Yeah. Why don't you wanna?
Now that's a whole nother conversation. Is he capable? Are you enough for him? You know what I'm saying? Like
for sure. Yeah. One of my favorites off the Redux or the Deluxe. Mm-hmm. I gave this joint a 9.
Same, man. Yeah. Again, what my slight criticism with Tragic was, I liked what she was saying. Loved the topic. Way she was saying it just seemed it wasn't as tight.
Yeah,
and with this one, like
she was in the pocket. There, right there.
Content's there, the lyrics are there, the flows and the patterns are there, and then you feel it. You know what I mean? You feel the soul music. The track works perfectly with her. So yeah, man, strong 9, man.
Big strong 9. This one we were talking about. We led into this a little bit, but just the title alone, right? You see the title Rasta, and it's funny to me because in my sometimes closed-mindedness, I forget that we all humans, we all the same beast, we all the same animal at the end of the day, right? Yeah. So even down to calling it your Rasta. Oof. I remember when I had a Rasta, right? And it was my Rasta, and it was this and this and that, and you broke it down Rasta by pasta, yeah. But I'm a sports guy too, right? So I'm thinking in my mind that this is a male thing. Just to hear a woman call it her Rasta was like, yo, they really ain't shit.
Nah, I mean, look,
like us.
That's the whole thing. They're just like us. I mean, I got homegirls who have a list of dudes that they just allow to take them out when they want to try a new restaurant out.
Yo, that's nasty. But I won't say I respect it. I understand it.
I've learned a lot about women from women.
I've learned it all from women.
Like my homegirls will. I'll see how they move and what they tolerate, what they don't, what they tolerate too much of, and I'm like, okay. Like I've actually learned unhealthy and healthy love just from the women in my life, man. So
for sure,
yeah, man. Like no, they. I always believe we get criticized as being like dogs and all of that, and we always want to cheat and we can't be faithful. But like nobody cheats better than a woman. They so detailed in the things that they do that even when it comes down to the cheating of it, you know what I'm saying, is more planned out. It's more detailed. And like you said earlier, right? We're so ignorant to it. We don't want to believe it.
Oh, of course, because it's an ego thing, right?
What's the movie Best Man?
Right, precisely.
He was like, "Wait, what?"
Right, yeah. Like it's an instant blow to your ego. Yeah. You automatically start scanning your brain for what am I? Right. I'm not lacking anything. Like, why would you not? Why? How could you? Know what I'm saying?
The most powerful scenes in that movie was when he was thinking about the noises that she would make, but with another guy.
Nah, it's too much. It's too much.
It drive you crazy.
The bars on this record is crazy too.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's talk about the skit too. Homeboy.
Who is that? Who is that, bitch? So make yourself sing.
Yeah,
Let us know who you are,
yeah,
brother.
My bad. First of all, I didn't. It sounded crazy. Like, yo, so you were taking her, you cooking for her, you were taking her shopping. I love how he said I was doing different things, like being in public with her. That's mad funny. So you trying to wipe your jump
Right.
off? Like, that's wild. But okay, maybe that's the start of the problem.
Doing different things like being in public is crazy.
It's wild, bro. As an adult, that is wild.
Like,
that is so wild.
What's up with you, dog?
Come on, man. No wonder.
Right.
No
Right.
wonder. You was trying to squeeze a square into a circle. It doesn't work like that, man. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. And then when he said she pulled a me on me, I was like,
so this one, like, you know, I mean, she's right back with the toxic, right? All throughout it. And then it's just wild.
Is it toxic though? Is it toxic? She's saying this is the prime of my life.
Yeah.
She's not. Doesn't sound like she's being deceitful.
No, she said that. She said, you know, I think she says it in the joints. Like,
back.
I'm a player by nature. Always got to have some options. But for you, there's one more spot left on the roster, right? So I guess she's letting it be known. She's dating. She's singing.
She said she told homeboy.
Right.
He just ain't want to hear it.
It's still crazy though,
It's
still toxic, yo.
It's toxic.
Yo, the line that resonated with me a lot was, I got room to love them all.
No, before that.
What's that?
The world is too big.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
the world is too big to think so small.
I got room to love them all.
Room to love them all, bro.
B, you're a traveling man.
Yes, sir.
You've seen women all over the world, all over the country. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a big world out there.
Big world.
And a lot of human beings in it.
There are beautiful women everywhere.
Mad.
At the corner store.
Mad places.
Ethiopia. Compton.
Yo, there's no corner stores in Ethiopia. No, that's what I'm saying. That's not diverse.
Yeah, from the corner store.
To Ethiopia.
Like, I mean, it's everywhere
the
you
swap
go.
meet,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, how poor the community, how rich the community is, it doesn't matter. Any rate, like, it's beautiful women everywhere, man.
And so with that, where does monogamy fall into the grand scheme of things? Why is it our
going there?
Why is our society it ain't hard, it ain't difficult to earn.
It ain't difficult to earn.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Why is our society predicated on this one-and-one monogamous thing when the world is so big? It's so many people. It's so many things that you could be attracted to about a person. It's so many different places and ideas and just it's so much.
It's also
for you to limit yourself.
It's also a Western custom, man. Like, that's not, we are an Eastern people, and that really wasn't how we.
I'm from West 23rd Street.
You know what I mean? You're Southern people. That's Southern Brooklyn right there.
I'm from 2/3. I'm from CI.
So it's like, again, like, we can go deep into this and the whole, like, we used to have communities, right? You get married and, like, everybody would have their lot and land. Like, you would get married so that you could actually help build the community further. Like, that was the original, for us at least, what the institution of marriage was. Then Christianity came over, white folks came over, they just wanted it to be like, I don't want you dating anybody else, so I'm gonna make you mine. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. And then you think about
selfish.
And you think about, like, these what do you call them? Mail order brides, and, like, your father picking out your spouse.
That's wild.
Just wildness, man. Like, so I think it's just the whole concept across the globe has just been so bastardized. Like, the system is broke. And so everybody's just trying to function in it.
Every part of the system is broke.
Yeah, so, like, and you think about, like, our grandparents, like, it's like, oh, but our grandparents did it. Like, yo, bro, the society was completely different. Like, your grandfather been beating on your grandmother for 50 years, but, like, leaving your husband because he was beating on you was taboo back then. She would look crazy for leaving him. Like, you got to factor all these things in. So
you also had a grandfather also had a whole other family.
The
next town over.
And a girlfriend.
and a girlfriend.
That might have been grandma's friend. Like...
Not Miss Hattie. Yeah. It just makes you think. Because I thought that was like a real powerful bar. The world is so big, why do we think so small? But just women having rosters is very real.
Don't Jazmine got a man though?
Does she?
I thought she had a man. Oh, whatever. Okay.
Oh no.
I heard she had a man.
I was saying this. I don't know if we said this while we were on or not, but just the whole, like, hearing her talk like this and hearing all of this content. Although Jazmine is beautiful, I think she's attractive.
Yes, absolutely.
It makes her.
I thought she was attractive when she was big.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I've always been a fan. Like, I'm a sucker for a singer though. It's not even a known. It's a known fact here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and her pen is crazy, and it's something about that kind of woman that I am attracted to.
Especially as a creative.
For sure. And then I just actually think she looks good as well. But hearing her talk, it's like filth. It's even more attractive.
So nasty.
Am I something wrong with me?
That's what, like, you know. Is it me? Like, it's not you. Ari Lennox, right? Like, Ari Lennox, I think is sexy.
Somebody turn the camera off.
I think Ari Lennox is
we about to go there.
Fuck, right?
Somebody turn the mic off.
But Ari's not exactly my type, though. Mm-hmm. But then, like, when her and Jazmine got together.
Nah, don't talk about On It. Don't talk about On It. Don't talk about
something changed with me, bro. That woman.
That happened with me with Janae.
Aiko?
Yes.
Again, sexy as hell. Not my
Wasn't
physical
ever
type
my
at all.
type, right?
Yeah.
Cute girl, like, you know, whatever. But I never paid no attention to. And then she said, "You gotta eat the booties like groceries." And for
that was the line tour.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the line.
That was the line tour.
I say. Oh, word?
We about to get a Whole Foods sponsorship.
What we about to get is a cease and desist. Is what we about to get. It's gonna come from my house. Like when I heard that Bob, I don't know, it just did something to me. And it's not like I'm running around trying to eat out, but it was something about her saying that. I guess I don't ever think I heard her tap into her
nastiness.
Her nastiness.
You didn't view her nastiness like that.
Yeah.
She showed you another part.
Literally. Yeah, it took my brain to a whole other place and it started to make her a lot more respectfully though.
Sex is mental first. I know. All shouts to Big Sean. But you know, that's what sex is, man. They say what women can't go backwards financially, men can't go backwards sexually. Once you do certain things to a man, he's always gonna want it. Once you open his mind up to something, he's always going to want it.
Open something else up.
Yeah, baby.
I gave Rasta a 9.
I gave Rasta 8.5.
You know what it was about Rasta for me, beat wise? Because this is one of when we getting kind of to like the more the guitar play.
But that was dominant throughout this whole thing. The guitar was dominant. It also the record also felt a little Badu-ish. You know, man, if you listen to the tone of it, it sounds very Badu-ish. That guitar has been prominent, like the folk guitar has been prominent throughout the deluxe joint. I don't know if that's on purpose or that's just who she was working with.
Right.
But you know, but she's great with the acoustic settings
for sure.
You know, so this is one of those. This set of songs is something that we could probably hear a whole set on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. And she's touring and all of that now. For me, it was like I was going back and forth with it because it was so acoustic guitar heavy, and you know I'm black, so I like drums. But the more I listened to it, you know, it didn't leave me feeling like something was missing. You know what I'm saying? Even though in my mind, I'm like, damn, it's heavy on the guitar, but it didn't feel light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all.
So I fuck with it. As we continue on, so when I saw this acronym, I automatically knew what it meant. Did you?
We just gonna skip over Mona?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Mona.
Go for it. I don't remember the Mona skit.
Mona was like, I fuck for sport.
Right. Oh yeah, I do.
How do you forget Mona?
I do remember.
She said, I fuck with the sport.
Nah, she was on that.
I fuck like I'm being recorded.
On that shit.
I was like, wait.
She was talking that shit.
Said, like every single time.
Show yourself. Let yourself be known.
Mona was talking like she doesn't have off days.
Oh nah. Every game.
I fuck like I'm being recorded
every night.
All the time?
Flu game performance.
She said, it's not like, it's a certain dude that was doing it. She's like, any person had this
12 pelvic thrust. She fucking back. Thrust. Like, she going for it.
Man, listen.
She was talking crazy.
Anyway, I was...
in the best kind of way. Right.
Man, so then we go into BPW.
Right.
Which is...
As soon as I saw the track listing, I was like, that don't mean that. But I knew it meant that because we already had hotels, right? So we already knew what type of time she was on. We already knew what she was talking about. We already knew what content could go. We already talked about On It, right? When I saw On It, I didn't think it was On It. Then once I heard On It, I was like, oh, you was on it?
I was on it. Way on it. All the way on it.
When I see BPW, I'm like, is this the best pussy in the world?
Bruh.
B, what it was?
Best pussy in the world.
Best pussy in the
Best
world.
pussy in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Best pussy in the world. And you know what fucked me up? Because I was like, yo, what if Jazmine has?
Why was there trepidation there though?
Because it's internal trepidation.
Why?
I'm not gonna be able to be around her. Like you. What if you have like Beyonce, Tracy Ellis Ross, like I mean, Saweetie, like
you say all the things.
It's Jazmine.
You said all the things. Keep saying the things. Keep saying the things.
You know.
Oh man.
You know.
Yeah.
Erykah Badu.
Oh my God.
Get up and Jazmine's over here with the throw it up in the sky. It turns to sunshine.
It turns to sunshine. Yeah.
Put your mother on the phone.
And this is the part of the conversation we cut to that clip. Yeah, I mean, we gotta license that clip from whoever. Somebody call Eddie Murphy.
Word.
Yeah, man. You know, the content of this particular song, right, is like we want to hear that shit too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to me crazy. Tell me I got the. It's gonna make me good. It's gonna make me want to prove it to you even more.
Lie to me good.
What kind of concept is that? You know what I'm saying?
Question, to a personal question. Do you prefer or not prefer for them to ask you if it's yours?
It's not a thing of mine. Yeah, it's not a thing of mine. But since you ask,
I mean, I think it has to be appropriate timing. You know, shouldn't be asking that first round out.
First day out.
Yeah, nah, you can't. First session, you can't be asking that.
When
also
when I've heard it in the past, it's made me.
No, the statement I'm with. I'm talking about the question because they want the call and response.
Right.
And it's like what do I say? Not yet. Like it's like working on it. It's pending.
Working on it.
Pending pussy. Like I don't know.
Not pending.
I don't know.
Not the 3 dots loading.
I don't know how.
Not the pinwheel. Not the rainbow pinwheel.
Not the 3 dots doing the stick. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a wild fucking question if it's at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Also, you know if it's yours or not.
Right.
There ain't no
right. It's really no question.
It's rhetorical. It does. You don't really need a back and forth. Like you know if it's yours or not. So
here's. I'm gonna tell you something. That I've heard in the many moons ago during sex. 2 things that freaked me out. One time, I was with a young lady, and we was getting into it. It was one of them sessions. Yo, when she looked at me in my face,
oh no,
she said, "Don't fall in love with me."
Ooh.
I said, "Bitch, what?" Yo, dog.
Ooh.
I was like, "Yo, how could you say that to me though?" To me, because I'm me. I'm me at this point in my life.
You don't fall in love.
Right? Like, what you mean? Yo, that was one of the first times I got hit with a me. She hit me with a me.
You know why she said that, right?
Why?
Because she heard you.
She heard me falling in love.
He was squealing. My man was giving them noises, brother. He was giving it up.
Yo,
he was giving it.
Telling me don't fall in love with you.
He was giving up 80s background vocals, brother.
Yo, telling a real nigga.
Bobby McFerrin up in that
motherfucker. Yo, don't fall in love with me was one of the. I never forgot it. That was one of the illest bars ever, and rightfully so. Don't fall in love. Not that I was gonna fall in love, but I definitely was in lust. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
It was
lust is a problem. Also, I've been heavy lust.
For sure.
That is a drug. Also,
that's moving a crazy bar. Moving right along. Yeah, I love the concept of best pussy in the world. Yeah. I don't want your heart. I just want your soul.
If there's an award, I want the gold.
Come on.
I don't want your heart. I want your soul.
That line in itself is crazy.
Woo!
I don't want your heart. I don't want your heart. I don't want you to love me. I
want everything.
But I want your soul.
That's everything. That's all encompassing. I want everything.
I want to suck the soul out you. I want you to belong to me, but I don't want you. Yo. That's crazy. Why's your body? Stop making we on camera. They having flashback. Nigga having tremors over here.
Warm in here. Too many lights in here.
Yeah. Nah, man. Vocally, lyrically, it's crazy.
I love you. I just love the
and it, again, like I think with this record, it made her more desirable again. It just keeps raising her stock because she just talking that talk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And again, like I love the. Lie to me good. You know what I'm saying? Like I have homegirls who told me They ask dudes, "Is this your pussy?" Like, and they be like, "Yeah," and they know it's not their. Like the girls know,
Right, I know.
it's not his pussy. So I'm like, why would you ask
Why?
that?
Yeah.
Why even bring that up? Why prompt
Why
that
you
question?
why you playing for?
Bruh, because it's a part of the acting.
Yeah.
She know he gonna go harder, and she gonna benefit from it. Crazy.
Yeah,
It's wild times.
It's wild outside, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still on quarantine. This is wild outside. What did you give the best punana?
I gave it 8.5.
I gave it an 8.5. B.
Yeah.
We at 3 for 3.
There we are, man.
Is this new synergy that's in the same room? Synergy?
You know how we do with Jazz. You know how we give it up for Jazz.
This is facts. This is
It's
facts.
how it was the same.
It was probably right for the first hotels. I think it was
Yeah.
probably the same. We were so much on the same page. We'll
Everybody was
see
on
if
the
we
same.
end.
The comments. It was a whole.
It was just
a family vibe.
It was
man.
just a Tribe Called Quest in there that night. You know what I mean? We was just on it. The only thing about this song I'll say is that this one I did want the drums. Like that one,
Yep.
I felt that because if I'm not mistaken, they come in later on.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and I think the last verse is probably the best verse.
yeah,
She
yeah.
turns it up a little bit.
I did want some more bottom on this one, but yeah, dope concept, dope joint. I was very pleasantly pleased that it stood for what I thought it was going to stand for, and she delivered.
But what if she's telling the truth?
Yo, I don't want to pose that question to myself when I'm questioning myself.
Oh man,
You want to know?
Jazz, I don't.
You want to find
I
out?
do not want to know. I don't want no problems. I want to keep her as a singer. Love her lyrics. Keep her over there. Keep jogging, baby. Keep watching those carbs. Look amazing.
Not carb watching.
That's it.
All right, so we get to what's the skit before Selfish? Shanti's Tale.
What was Shanti's tale?
I don't remember. We actually haven't gone to any music.
Shanti's tale when she was talking about she was dating this dude who was dating her only for the fun.
Right.
And she's like, she started to get used and she got angry and she took us through those
Is that Ashanti?
Through the emotional.
Is that Ashanti Douglas? I'm asking a serious question.
You trying to say she took us through Nellyville? What?
Yo, andale.
I don't know. But she said you only want to date her for her fun. She was in a serious place. Again, it sounded like, it just sounded like a lack of communication, But I loved how at the end.
Is that Ashanti?
I don't know.
I think it's Ashanti. Play it real quick. Super bars. Yeah, bars. I really like, the skits on the entire project. You know what I'm saying? Like they set the records up, they give more perspective, they give kind of like a lead in to where the record is actually gonna go. And it's just ill to hear, you know what I'm saying? Like these tales, these ill to hear these stories and perspective, you know what I'm saying, and all of that, man. It's very, very well done.
Absolutely. I love the way Jazmine, man, she's one of the best at this. She makes pain sound pretty. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with this one, she's giving it all to you. You know what I mean? Her self-worth and what she thought about doubting herself and reclaiming it. Like it's kind of like this song is kind of the perfect summation of this entire of the deluxe portion of this.
My least favorite song, though.
You said what?
My least favorite song.
Least favorite song?
Of the add-ons.
I don't know. Yeah, what I didn't like about the criticism on this song was the lyrics were just too on the nose. They were just like really straightforward. But again, I don't even have a ton to say about it. It's one of those records that's like, it's good. I gave it an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave it an 8. I thought it's a good record. A little on the nose lyrically, but still sounds pretty. Like I like her vocal performance on this, Jazz.
She sounds good. Like, we said early in the conversation, like she's not going to sound bad. She's not going to give you a bad song per se. Musically, I really couldn't get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
that guitar back.
Yeah, it was really, really light to end the project. I like to end the project with a little more depth. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's an Erica thing too. Erica would always end with those like orange moon.
Yeah, airy type shit. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted something that felt a little more close to my soul. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted that. I definitely wanted some drums. This is where the drums came in at the end. Like we 3 minutes in and we get a little bit of crushing there. But like lyrically it was solid. Like you said, lyrics were on the nose. It didn't leave any. It just wasn't.
Yeah.
It didn't give her best.
Yeah, it was. I didn't get a lot of wordplay.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
It wasn't her best pen.
Yeah, like we know how she give it up.
Right.
So,
right.
Again, not a bad song. It was cool.
It's cool. I gave it a 7.5 though.
Okay.
I gave it a 7.5.
So definitely your least favorite.
But overall, I really enjoyed the add-ons to the deluxe.
I'm looking forward to her next original project.
For sure.
I would love to see her live do some of this.
And so there's a tour happening, and I just love the fact that she's getting her quote unquote flowers with this project because she's
a long time coming,
when Jazmine Sullivan announced that she was leaving music, I literally was upset by that because I was like, damn, like
we getting robbed.
Being an artist and a fan, right? I understood the artist part of it. I was like, yo, you feel underappreciated. It's mad other shit going on in your life. It's label shit. And you gotta, as a woman, you gotta look away. And if the label don't believe and they not in the budget. So I understood that portion of it. And then I also understood it as a fan. I'm like, damn, she's very underappreciated, underrated. We not talking about her enough. We not championing her enough. But the flip of that was, but I do.
But I love it.
It's your fault. It's not me. Same shit with Tiana Taylor. When Tiana, that's a big loss, bro. That's a big, and she's going to continue to do other things and maybe she'll come find her way back to music. But what she does musically and her talent and how much she cares and how much she gives and how progressively better all of these projects have gotten, I just think it's a shame that she doesn't feel the love back from the audience, from the business. She doesn't feel appreciated. So when Jazmine came back, I remember when she came back, I had interviewed her on my show, and I was just like happy that she was back. And I told her that, and I wanted to make sure she felt that. I was like, yo, when you left, there was a void because not many people can do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
And still to this day.
From singing to writing. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the best in both arenas. Yeah. And so, I was happy to have her back. I'm glad that, she's getting these accolades, the 3 Grammy nominations, the Soul Train Award, NAACP Award, the tour is selling well and all of that shit. Like, she deserves it and so much more. I hope she feels that love. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a special one. She's a special one.
She's one of those ones, man. We need more of that, more of her. She's one of our writers.
But what if she got the best pussy in the world?
Okay. On that note,
man,
it's hard to earn on another level right now.
Yo, listen. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for joining us here on Hard to Earn. You know what I mean? We here. We on your phone. You can listen at your leisure anytime you want. You know what I'm saying? We are not just on IG Live.
Subscribe. We want your feedback.
Share this shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tell us how you feel in the comments. We still want to keep that same energy and we still want to salute the tribe, but we want to be able to give this to you on a consistent basis with, great sound and great quality and great content. Absolutely. And all of that, man.
We got to find a way to get the tribe back into it, though. I mean, we won't be able to interact with them, but even if they can just see us do it live, like a early version, we'll figure it out, though.
You figure it out. You got your glasses on. You smart. That's what it is, man. Subscribe, like, and all that shit you do with all your other favorite podcasts. It's Hard to Earn. That's Bezo. I'm Tor.
If you want respect, you gotta earn it. Damn right.